20 plus. I mentioned, Stu, over the last, especially the last 10, 11 games, he's been playing lights out.
Yeah, I mean, he's something special. I mean, when he's healthy, he's a tough cover. He's showing the Lakers, both he and Jaylen Brown, who scored all the points so far. 11 for Boston, 7 for Jaylen, and 4 for Tatum.
And now Boston will bring it up. Again, they've won 4 straight, 6 of their last 7. This wraps up a 3-game Western trip for them. Very successful, obviously. Moving in is Jaylen Brown. He hangs in the air and will get an and one.
This hasn't started out very well at all for the Lakers. Another trip down defensively, and they're in chase mode. And when he fakes the 3, he gets an open lane, gets the touch, gets the foul, the basket, a 3-point opportunity to put them up a dozen.
Jaylen Brown, career year across the board, or however you want to look at it. He had 24 points in their win Tuesday in Portland, 116 to 115. He's led the Celtics in scoring 20 times this season. Schroeder. By the way, Brown is 3rd in the entire league in fast break points. They are very efficient in transition. Kemba Walker will back it up. Of course, he's known for his great step-back jumper. Was even when he was at UConn, where they won a title, he and Jeremy Lamb together. That's a turnover, and the Lakers will have control of it.
The Lakers need Boston to do a lot more of that. Turn it over right now because they can't score. 1 out of 9, 11%. Boy, no wonder they're down by a dozen.
Yeah, Lakers won the other night, Tuesday, 101-93. 2 injury-depleted squads. Charlotte was missing 72% of their scoring as THT goes to the rim and scores off the window.
Great job of putting his body into the chest of Tristan Thompson.
14-4. Celtics with control of it. These two franchises tied when it comes to championship trophies, and that's kind of the way it should be. But now the Lakers and their fans want them to forge ahead this year and go back-to-back, as the foul's going to be on Wesley Matthews.
The Lakers it's the 4th foul on the Lakers already, so they've got to slow that down. 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. They want to put these Celtics on the line too early.
Yeah, Lakers 14-10 against the Eastern Conference. Celtics are under 500 against the West. 11-12. The bounce goes to Tristan Thompson, who throws it in with his left hand.
He can score in the paint better than a lot of people think.
Marcus All straight away. Rolls around and comes out. Yeah, Thompson 9th in hook shots, 2 in the league. You mentioned how good he is offensive rebounding. Top 10, 8th in the entire NBA. He's underneath. He goes up there physically and scores up and around Gasol. And it is 18-4 Boston. Horton Tucker. Again, no Braun, no AD. Wesley Matthews, yes sir, from three-point country.
Well, they got to just start getting themselves together defensively here. Force another turnover and get out in early offense.
Defense, offense, pass, inside, out. And they're going to fire it away for 3 again, Matthews. And Boston has a chance to go the other way. So the Lakers had numbers, but they settled for a 3.
And that's where passing up the deuce for the trade comes back to haunt you.
Game. Caruso's got it from the free throw line.
Now, that's what I like to see out of Alex. I mean, an aggressive offensive mentality.
The season, that's it. After tonight, just 16 games. Horton Tucker, the floater, the runner. As he leans into it, he's got a deuce.
Nice controlled play by THT.
Horton Tucker, for the most part, been very consistent for the Lakers. Had a bit of a down game numbers-wise in Charlotte. Lakers have alternated wins and losses over the last 8 games.
Get the foul on Caruso, so that'll send Kemba Walker to the free throw line. No. Yeah, that is the 15 foul. They had 4 real quick.
Yeah, you were mentioning that. So Charlotte, their all-time leading scorer, Kemba Walker, of course, he was dealt to the Celtics, and the former Celtics doing pretty well down there, especially Terry Rozier. And they'll get Gordon Hayward back too. And while we have a moment, here's a quick word from Jack in the Box.
Get my $5.99 50-50 popcorn chicken with both classic and spicy, only at Jack in the Box.
Now there's their assist leader, their last 3, Kemba Walker, but his opposite number The point for the Lakers, Alex Caruso, and you've got more on him, Michael.
Yeah, Billy, you mentioned that great defensive play that he made after the dagger three. Well, in the walk-off, I asked him about the three and said, hey, does it feel good? That's just where his mindset is, and Frank Vogel couldn't love that much more.
Yeah, it was a great walk-off interview that you had with him the other night as Trez forces his way to the rim, and I will say it, throws it down.
Well, that's a nice delivery by Caruso. That looked like a three-point opportunity from this vantage point.
And Smart with the runner.
Well, they continue to shoot the ball at a very, very high clip.
Marcus Smart missed 18 games in February and March with a calf strain. Another one, Stu, that had a calf strain, and so many of them this year. Alex Caruso, left hand block, but a goaltend. Give the bucket to Alex.
I just like the way he's approaching the game to start tonight. He being Alex Caruso. He's attacking with the thought of scoring. He gets it on the window, and Tristan Thompson touches it. Offensive or defensive interference.
And Alex has not tried a three, but he's been shooting it really well. 12 of his last, only 73.5% now here in quarter number one. Change of direction. Stop it on a dime. Horton Tucker cannot knock it down with the soft touch. Will be taken by Smart, who of course is one of the most physical players in the league. In the corner, on its way. Not going to get there. Weak side rebound. Tapped around on the miss by Pritchard.
Last touch by Thompson, so that'll be Laker ball. A couple of Lakers coming into the game. Obviously, Dennis Schroeder coming back in, and also coming into the game for the Lakers is their shooter, or at least they hope he's their shooter, Ben McLemore. I tell you, the control with which THT is playing to start this game, really fun to see.